Hello everyone and welcome to Frostpunk, a gritty society survival game in which you build a city in the frozen north. Try to survive against the odds. As you can clearly see, I have a preview build. So, we pretty much have the full game, except for a couple of scenarios and some quality improvements and like a few cutscenes, so let's get right into it. The main story, a new home. Septics and governments continue to deny global cooling. Oh well, a new home. We fled from London and crossed the sea to the frozen north. On the way, our convoy was hit by a blizzard and scattered. A handful of us managed to reach the site of this generator, only to find it frozen solid and abandoned. But why is no one here? Did any of our people survive the blizzard? Are there any others out there? Whatever we do, we should expect the worst now that the world as we know it has crumbled. We have to survive. So, welcome to the crater and the generator. This will be our home from now on. Fight the cold. We need to get the generator working. It provides heat and power to other buildings. Without it, we'll freeze to death. We need to stockpile some coal and start the generator. So, we're gonna hit pause real quick. You can see there's a bunch of resources inside our little crater here. We've got a bunch of trees that are frozen. We've got a pile of steel wreckage, which we are going to be sending people to, and they're going to collect it eventually. For now, we'll send some people to gather these wooden crates. You know, they're easy to disassemble, just break them and we'll get some wood. We'll also send some people to the steel wreckage. There's more wood crates over here, but there's also coal piles strewn across the little crater here. There's some coal deposits at the end as well, so that's all good. We're going to send more people to get the coal because, well, this here generator needs some coal. And we need to stockpile it. And now that our people will start to head out from the middle, you can see that they walk through the snow and leave little trails. Which is just absolutely beautiful to look at. Oh, there's some people clapping and waving and things. A word of advice! Workers needed. There's so much to do and not enough hands to do it. A quick way of addressing this problem is to put our children to work. Wow. We're not even like 3 minutes into the video and we're already being recommended, hey, you should put the kids to work. I heard that's pretty cool. Man. Oh well, we'll watch our people go to work here as they start breaking crates. And we'll immediately get some coal and stuff trickling in, so we're going to turn on the generator now. It's going to be operating at steam level 1. And you can see the little zone that it's going to be heating up here, which is quite cool. We're currently operating at steam level 1. We can later down the line research some upgrades so that we can provide more heat. There's also range upgrades. We can go to overdrive if things get really cold, although right now we're doing pretty good. And there we go, we just completed our mission down here to stockpile 200 coal and start the generator. Next up, food. The generator hums with reassuring warmth, but we shouldn't take it for granted. If the generator goes down, the city dies. Be mindful of the coal reserves. Now, food. There will be no city if we starve to death. Secure a way to provide raw food and build a cookhouse to prepare meals. Right, let's get towards building some things. We can build ourselves a cookhouse, which has basic heating level 1. So it's got some insulation. It's not great, but it'll do. We can also build ourselves a hunter's hut, but first up, you can see that every building has like a different size, which is going to annoy me really quickly. So we're going to build ourselves a cookhouse right here, because it doesn't quite fit with the little resource depot over here. And it would start to annoy me, and just, I would never get to the end of this game. We'll also build some tents, because our people are currently homeless. Given that this zone is quite literally adjacent to the heater, It means that our people will have the best chance of surviving if we build a bunch of tents around it. I like being warm at night. So do these people. I can understand it. Now currently we have 0 out of 80 workers idle. And we are in the work time. So people are going to the work I've told them to do over here. Which means we're not going to get our building done immediately. Which is okay, you know. Once it gets to 6 PM, they will be free from their work shift, and they'll be free to help with construction. Yes, when needs must, people will band together, and we'll fix this homelessness issue. Unfortunately, I think tents only provide shelter for 10 people to sleep in, and it's not very well insulated either, which is a bit annoying. But there we go, it's now 6 PM, as you can see up here. Free time! People on normal work shifts are free to see to their needs. And help build some tents. There we go. 10 inhabitants, you're functioning, you're going to be comfortable. Because of the insulation, and you are inside the heat zone. That's good! It's currently only minus 20 degrees Celsius, which is... I mean, for me that would be bad, but... You know, Canadians are probably laughing and be like, oh, you think that's cold? Oh dear. We'll take 5 workers out of here. We'll take 5 engineers out of here. We'll set the workers to work over there so that we can clear that pile out faster. And then we'll set some engineers to work in the cookhouse for now. They will produce 4 food rations from 2 raw food. And every person will eat 1 ration per day. So eventually we'll run out of food. But for now... We do have 100 raw food units, which is good. We do have 1 ill person already because it's getting a little cold. They're also working in these gathering piles, which, you know, there's no heating there. They might get sick. What we do really need is a bunch more wood, ideally. But, yeah, we only have 80 people. And managing that's going to be a problem. Initially, at least. I'm going to take people off of the coal pile here, because we have 300 coal, which is about 2 days worth of coal. And once we get to 6 in the morning, or 8 in the morning, I think. Yeah, 8 in the morning. These are normal people. They like their sleep. They'll go get more wood crates, so that we can build more things. We'll need wood for the tents, and a bunch of other buildings, like, for example, a hunter's hut. Right now we can only build a hunter's hut, which will bring in 15 raw food per day, which is enough for 30 meals. We can upgrade how effective they are with research, but yeah. We're gonna need more than 1 hunter's hut. At some point. But we don't have the people for it. Or the resources at the moment. Right, people will start getting to work again, and they'll leave more of these lovely trails in the snow. I'm not sure if they work faster. If they walk faster, if they walk through an already walked path. Gives you things to think about. We'll continue building more tents so that people can sleep comfortably. Getting a sick house up and running is probably a smart idea, but at the same time, if people can sleep in insulation, they're gonna get sick less often, so you know. It will help out in the long run. With people getting sick. Right, we don't have any raw food anymore, so we're going to pull these engineers off of that building. Let's see, where do we have... Oh, we have 20 workers available because we just cleared out a pile of steel wreckage. I'm going to send, like, 5 people over here to get, like, 1 steel per hour. It's not much. We don't need much right now. I would much rather get more wood. Because wood is our building material right now. We'll start putting down a medical post. I think we might be able to squeeze in 2 buildings, yeah. So later on we can put like 1 more house over here. We'll set a medical tent down for now because our sick people do need treatment. And then, now that we've done that, we can also place down a hunter's hut. There is a bit of street here. It's a bit hard to see. But, yeah. Eventually we'll need to start building streets to connect to other places, and we could build them in a circle. Like, I could be tempted to build a street over here if I knew that it provided a walking speed bonus, which I don't, but, you know, it's not hard to guess that walking on a street's going to be good. Got a bunch of tutorial messages up here. Reading about things like, oh, hunters! Yeah, they're good. I've already done, like, a quick test game, and I've read most of these. So I'll just explain things as we go, because that's fine. Got ourselves 184 food rations, so we'll be good for like 2 days. We'll be nearly at day 3. You can also see on this bar over here that there will be temperature drops and rises in the future. It's not always going to stay at a relatively comfortable 20 degrees Celsius. Indeed. People from our convoy. With basic resources secured for now, we can try to rescue the people we've left behind. Build a beacon. Scout the Frostland. And save as many survivors from our expedition as possible. You need a workshop to design plans for more advanced buildings. So yeah, the workshop is where you do all your technology research. We do have 15 workers idle, which is great, because that is just the amount of people that we need for our little hunter's hut over here. They'll work from 6 in the evening to 6 in the morning. And they'll provide us 15 raw food per day, which is only 1 per person right now. That's not very efficient. And off they go. I don't know what they hunt, but as long as they keep bringing it in successfully, I don't need to know. We're going to take off 5 engineers here because we need them in the medical post. 2 people are currently being treated. 0 in palliative care. Or palliative care. That's fine. We could put people to work in the cookhouse, but we don't have any food right now, so we don't really need to. That's fine. We'll take off the remainder of the engineers, because I would like to build... I said I would like to build a workshop. We're going to plonk it right over there. You complaining about not being adjacent to a street? I think you're fine. Which is good, because it's like a tiny bit of street over there. Now hopefully people will go and construct that. Sometimes I wonder what the purpose of our struggle is. Doing fine, all things considered. Yeah, you're doing fine, you're doing great. Keep it up, buddies. Don't think we're going to bring in any food today, although they might just go and then come back once they've brought the food, which is, you know, would be nice. We have a sick absentee over here because, you know, working far from the generator, they get a bit ill. We're going to put engineers to work, and we're going to start researching exploration and industry. We need ourselves a beacon. And it will cost a bit of research, a bit of resources. So we spent a bit of steel, we spent a bit of wood to try to figure out how to building. It's great. Unfortunately, we have 2 sick absentees on our research here, which does mean we don't research quite as quickly. Yeah, we're not at full efficiency, which is a bit of a shame. But overall, things are going pretty well. We've got a temperature drop significantly in 2 days. Family torn apart. Sir, a woman came forward after we built the workshop. She said that her husband and daughter didn't reach the city with the main group, but she's sure they're still out there. She wants to join the first scout team we'll send out. She urges you to hurry. We'll do what we can. Right, let's go sign some laws, because that is also a big thing of this game. We can sign laws like emergency shift. That will make people work longer. We can put children to work. Although, I think I like the idea of putting them in a shelter. Hope will rise. Providing all children with a place in a child center will provide a permanent hope bonus. We can also do things like look at soup. You know, we're currently not providing enough food. Soup will allow us to make more meals with the same amount of raw food. However, eating soup will cause discontent because, you know, soup is... yeah. Who wants to eat soup when you can just eat not soup? I might sign the emergency shift because it will be useful in the future. But, we could also go for like a fighting arena, which will help people to feel better about life. But we're actually kind of doing okay at the moment. Tempted to go for radical treatment, but, you know, we don't have any gravely ill people right now. So we don't need to look into medical stuff yet. I'm gonna go with soup. I want to save the shelter thing for when we need a bit more hope. We'll go for soup, and then in the cookhouse we can tell them to either cook standard food or soup. We will get 20% more food, which, you know, not half bad. We did just bring back 15 raw food. Our hunters did come back, even though they basically spent all night and all day hunting, which is, you know, dedication. I appreciate it. Like, a lot. Now, you can tell that we have to cool down a little bit before we sign in a law. You can't just reform the entire government in one day, you know. It happens. As it stands, we'll have to wait until tomorrow until we get our, Oh, we just depleted a coal pile. Alright. I'll set more people to work on gathering coal, because you can never have enough coal. It's just a simple fact of life. We need coal to survive. Hopefully we'll get the beacon research tomorrow, which will coincide with a big temperature drop, unfortunately.
Gather your tools.
Not good.
The shift is ending.
It's gonna be like 2 days, and then it will rise to minus 30 degrees Celsius. Ugh. A lot of people will get cold. A lot of people will get sick. Which is why it's doubly important that we have enough coal stowed away to keep doing things. But yeah, as it stands, we're doing pretty well. Our hunters, once again, leaving. They just kind of poof. That's fine. I do wonder how we get down. Although, I guess there's some pulleys and stuff over here. Yeah, good enough. That'll do. Bunch of cranes and stuff. Useful. People came prepared. So how are we doing? Well, we still don't have anyone working here, but we only have 15 food. That said, it's not the worst idea to put some people to work there. Because food is nice. We'll take a couple people off here. And we'll just put them to work. There we go. We'll get a bit of food. It's not going to be much. We're still consuming, like, a lot more food than we can really get. Only one person is being treated right now, which will change in the morning when, you know, we drop to minus 40. Right now, temperature is comfortable. People are not getting ill. Some places that don't have great insulation, livable, you know. It's a tiny chance of getting ill. Another day, another shift. Well, that's life. Yeah, see, we're doing fine, all things considered. Until that sort of temperature drop. It's gonna get very cold in here soon. Very cold. Research is stopped because it's not working time yet, and there we go.
Cold is coming.
Cold is coming. It's now minus 40. Things were livable a moment ago, and now it's chilly. Low risk of getting ill. We're gonna set the generator into overdrive. Although actually we'll save it. We'll save the overdrive for the night. Because at night people will be sleeping in their homes. You see, there's cold logic behind it. Which is good, because cold logic in this kind of weather is all we'll have. Yes, indeed. This building's now too cold to work in. -2 because of the weather. +1 because of... yeah. Oh, rats. That's not good. That is not good at all. You could say that's pretty bad. If we turn you up to overdrive, I don't think... yeah. It doesn't reach the cookhouse, which is a real shame. There we go, we've researched the beacon. We'll turn off the overdrive once again. We'll generate +1 heat. But generator stress rises as well. It doesn't say if it increases coal consumption. I'm sure it will. I'm not sure. Anyway, we'll save that, like I said, for the nighttime. We'll start researching a new thing. We could go for heaters, actually. I think pairing that would not be a bad idea. We could also go for hunter's gear, which allows us to provide more food. But that's no use if we can't cook the food. Yeah, we're going to start researching heaters. That will give us a little button on this panel to spend 1 coal per hour that people work here. But it will rise the temperature by +1 so that we can get this operating again. Hopefully we can get that done so we can cook some more food. Otherwise, we're going to have fun. Anyway, we just finished our research on the beacon. It's not a large building. Let's go and put it over here. Why not? And then we'll have to build a street, which will take a bit of wood. There we go. Pretty soon that will have a road connection and we can start building and sending out scouts, which will come in very helpful. Mild frostbite. A citizen became gravely ill. One of our people has become gravely ill due to frostbites. This will keep happening if people have to work in such cold. Consider signing the radical treatment or sustain life law. We must do something. So sustain life means we can't cure the gravely ill, but at least we can keep them alive. We won't risk dangerous amputation with radical treatment. They will be kept alive but untreated. Hope will rise, and they'll, you know, remain as a burden. Gravely ill will take up beds. Discontent will rise slightly. We can also go for radical treatment. Hope will rise, but there's a 30% chance that they will be left as amputees. Amputees are... no matter what's amputated, they are a burden on society. Doesn't matter if they lose an arm, a leg, a couple of fingers. But I think it's preferable to have a few people slowly becoming a burden rather than having our beds being taken up. So we're going to go for radical treatment. It's risky, but in the short term, we'll have more workers. Just hope they won't cut my leg off if I fall ill. At least we're saving lives. The beacon is built! We are no longer blind and lost. From now on, our people will be able to survey the icy barrens that surround us. The Frostland. We got ourselves a lovely cutscene here. Of a lovely hot weather balloon. Rising up slowly. So that people can actually see. Hey, there's people here. I mean, the smoke's also kind of a dead giveaway. But balloons are pretty. They're also pretty useful. Ooh. So, we've got ourselves a lost expedition over here. Numerous tents. We can see people moving about. These must be the lost members of our expedition. There's also a crash site over here. Several wrecked vehicles. No signs of life. These are probably our machines. Let's hope so. We had to leave a number of supplies in them after the crash. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to the beacon, and we need 5 workers and 40 wood. We can make ourselves a scouting team. I'll leave people on these wood crates. We'll take 5 people from there, that's fine. 2 sick absentees. Oh, what do you want? Ready to search! People cheer as a giant observation balloon soars above the city. This is a real feat. Everyone feels proud of the work they've done to make it happen. Volunteers have lined up, eager to go looking for our lost people in Frostland. The woman who came forward earlier is among them. We needed a win. Speaking of a win, let's create a scouting team and go get our people. It's going to take them 11 hours to get there, which is... could be worse. We have 6 people currently gravely ill. 5 of them are being treated. You can see there's there's one person sick in total. One of them is gravely injured, which is not great. How about a research? We have about less than an hour left, and we just cross into the final working hour, so we will be able to get heaters. There we go. The heater is off. Raises the workplace temperature by 1 level while there are people inside. Upkeep, 1 coal per hour. We'll do it. You're worth it. We'll also start a new research. Exploration. Yeah. We could go for faster gathering, a coal thumper. By pumping pressurized water into underground coal deposits, the coal thumper washes the precious resource to the surface, forming a pile of up to 500 coal, or 560 coal even, per standard workday. It's enough for 2 gathering posts worth of people. So let's talk a bit about gathering posts. They extend our storage capacity. Oh no, that's the resource depot. People work here, gathering resources from nearby coal piles, wood crates, and steel wreckage. There wasn't much point, in my opinion, to them before, but now we could put a gathering post over here, put it adjacent to a street, and people will go out in that radius and start collecting everything. I'm kind of half tempted to put one over here, because it means people will go out to all these places. You know what, yeah, let's pull some people back from here. And we'll set up a gathering post. I'm gonna pull it back real careful so we have the road. Actually, you know what? Screw that. We can just build a street like this. It's gonna take us 10 wood, but hopefully people will move faster. And now that we have a road down here, we can easily see the grid. There we go, we'll build that gathering post, and then from there people will start spreading out and gathering all that stuff. We can turn the heater up there, so hopefully, if we put them to work in the gathering post, less people will get gravely ill. Which is always a good thing. Got some frozen trees, 2 coal piles over here. I'll probably put another gathering post up there at some point. These piles are nearly done as they are, so Right, new research. We'll go for faster gathering for now. Employing better tools and methods. People gathering resources from coal piles, wood crates, and steel wreckages. Will work 15% faster, whether they're in a gathering post or not. It'll be useful. Right, and now that it's evening, we're going to turn the generator into overdrive. The discontent from signing the controversial law is going down, which is nice. People staying in a medical post, and in the tents, which, you know, are the places where we live. We'll get less discontent, which is nice. And I think after we research faster gathering, I might go and upgrade to level 1 research. Because we're going to get a lot more people at some point, and having more buildings would be nice. In fact, I would like to upgrade from tents to bunkhouses. They have more insulation, which is great. We'll set 10 workers to work over there. You will gather wood and gather steel from these piles. One of them only has 2 left, but you know, it's the thought that counts. We'll turn the heater on so that people working here are only going to be cold. It's probably better than working, yeah, very cold. That's why people are getting ill. Hold the phone. Scouts have reached the lost expedition. The rest of our people made camp here, too exhausted to go on. We should escort them to the city. Search might provide survivors. We enter the camp, appearing out of the driving snow. A choir of excited voices welcomes us. Thank God you found us. We had been wandering for days, until we couldn't go on any longer. Soon we'd begin to starve. Children and adults surround us, packed and ready to go. We discovered 2 sites, a gloomy cave and a sturdy shelter. We can escort the survivors to the city. Scouts will set out towards the city and bring the survivors quickly and safely with them. Or we can send them to the city. The survivors will set out towards the city on their own. It'll take longer and some of them may die. They have 4 children, which are the tiny little mittens. We've got 10 engineers and 23 workers. We're going to escort them because we need all hands right now. Lovely. We actually have 5 idle workers right now, which is not great. Could also research hunting tools, which will get us 5 more food. But now that we're going to have more mouths to feed, I'm going to put down another hunter's hut. We'll put a little road to it as well. There we go. That'll get built at some point. And as soon as our people get back, which is only going to take them like 4 hours, we'll have a bunch of new workers that we can put to work. It'll be great. Unfortunately, we have 5 more sick people. 3 of them gravely injured. But we've been lucky so far. We haven't had a single amputee. Although now that I've said it, you know, that's gonna... I've said it, so you know, it's gonna go wrong now. You've got a wood, you've got that, that's fine. Get 2 coal piles. That coal pile is going alright. I'm gonna set more engineers there. Actually have them free, which is great. We could probably clear out this pile pretty quickly as well. And the sooner we clear it out, the sooner people can stop getting ill. I will run another road over here. Actually, I'll run it over here. Because there's like big coal deposits over here. So we're definitely going to build something over there at some point. And then... we've got about like 30 minutes, right? Yeah. Okay. There we go. We'll build another gathering post over there, which will provide us a lot of coal. Roads. I still need to get used to the road button being down there. It's gonna be like 3 more wood to spend on roads, but it'll be worth it. I do like how we just put flags in there. It's like, yep, that's the path.
Get back to work.
Great, we have another hunter's hut. We'll start using that in the morning. Scouts from number 1 have returned safely to the city. They brought 4 children, 23 workers, and 10 engineers. You can disband the scouts at the beacon. I'll send them back into the Frostland. Hello, people. Welcome to the city. People from a convoy. Reunions. It's heartwarming to see families reunited after so many hardships. But shouldn't there be other settlements nearby? The first expeditions left London long ago. They ought to be well established by now. Surely, they'll help us find our footing. We'll go looking for them. Wood crates are being depleted. Oh, cool. Disbanding the scouts would give us all the stuff back we put in, but no. We're gonna go to the crash site. Scouts number 1. We need our stuff. Search for others. Our people found a trail leading into the wilderness. We should follow it. Must find other people and ask them for help to secure our survival. Yeah, like surely there's gonna be other cities out there, right? Right, we are currently suffering from a bit of homelessness. We're gonna put down 1 more tent. Which would be great. Yeah, we'll turn down the overdrive for now. Which means there's low risk of people getting ill, moderate risk over here. I don't think people work in the stockpile, but they do walk towards it all the time. How are you guys doing? You're gathering 2.8 per hour. 2.5 per hour, that's all good. You're gonna deplete in like a day. Which is fine. We currently have 33 people idle, so we're gonna set 15 workers to work over there. That pile is gonna be gone tomorrow, I think. Well, that's the new people. Welcome. Yeah, we have 27 people that are going to be homeless after this. This is not good. This is not good at all, especially minus 40. Oh, are you still not connected? Oh. I thought you would have been. Really thought you would have been. Wait, no, now you are. Okay, we just needed to wait for the roads to be built. So that gathering post is going to be built, then we'll get ourselves 2 bits of coal. Mild frostbites, yeah. People are going hungry slowly. We only have not a lot of food, yeah. Amputees, oh dear, we just had to amputate. To save this patient's life, we had to perform an amputation. As a result, this person won't be able to work. We must do something about it. Consider signing the prosthetics law, which is all the way over there. You know what? Yes, we'll build a care house. Hope will rise. The gravely ill and amputees will be kept in dedicated buildings. It's very wide. But it's got basic insulation too. Good. Now ideally, I would like to keep like an entire ring of just like the same width buildings over here. It's not gonna work. But it would be nice. Ooh. It will keep 20 people and only need 10 food per day, so that's good. You know, it means that people have to suffer to get there, but it'll help. We'll put people to work in gathering over here. Weren't you able to... Oh, you're not able to reach that? Really? Oh, we've researched faster gathering. That's good. People are going to be more effective now. We have a choice. Either get 10 more raw food per day, which is going to be like a lot more food, or go for drawing boards. Allows us to research tier 1 technologies like the bunkhouse and medical post upgrade. I'm gonna go for the food. We need food. We're hangry right now. What if people died? Oh no. Lack of treatment. Our first death. What if people just died? Sickness, accidents, and deadly cold will keep claiming lives in this harsh world. We need to find a way to dispose of the body. Consider signing the cemetery or corpse disposal law. We need to wait right now. But yeah, a lot of people are cold and ill and not good. Oh well. It's gonna happen. Oh, you worked over here. That's a bit annoying. I was really sure that would be within range of that, but apparently it's not. At least it was just a regular worker that died, not an engineer. The homelessness is kind of hurting. We'll turn the overdrive on again. Use it sparingly. People that live here will get less chance of being ill now. I'm not sure where the homeless live. Which, you know, they're not sure about it either. That's kind of the point. If we can get them to, you know, stay close to the generator, then they might not get too ill. Might. Being the key word there. We'll still have to build a care house. That's like 3 days. That'll be fine. 760 gravely. The gravely ill are being taken care of properly, at least. Yeah, things are not going great, but they're going. You know. Kind of tempted to put down another hunter's hut at some point, to be honest. Once we bring in 40 raw food, that might actually be enough to provide for most of the people. Ah. You'll be depleted soon. Why? Oh yeah, that's our hunters. I was about to say, where are people still walking there? But you're not... Yeah. Looks like they're carrying little rifles, which is cool. Anyway, we've been going for like 40 minutes almost. So we're going to be calling it here for this episode of Frostpunk. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying it. If you are, don't forget to leave a like and perhaps a comment down below as well. It really helps the channel a lot, especially with a new series like Frostpunk. I've been very hyped for this game. There's going to be a lot of it on the channel. I hope you don't mind. If you don't mind, perhaps consider subscribing, because there will be a lot more like I just said. It'll be great. Until next time, Have a good one, folks.